Capo d'Orlando, facing off against their rivals from Germany, Ludwigsburg. So at the moment in Group B, it is very tight indeed at the top of the table. And currently, Ludwigsburg, our team tonight, are sitting top of the pile. They have a 5-1 record alongside Tenerife and Klaipeda, who have an identical 5-1 as well. One of those two teams will get a loss tonight. So will Ludwigsburg be able to keep pace with the top place team, or will it be Capo d'Orlando, who with a victory could see themselves jump all the way into 6th position and keep alive a chance for a top 4 finish? Remember, the teams have been divided up into these groups, 4 groups of 8 teams. Top 4 will qualify after the regular season. We are at the halfway point right now as we see the MHP Riesen lineup for the Ludwigsburg team, helped by a number of key performers, but none more than Dwayne Evans, the number 1. He averages 14 points per game for his team. But as always, for Coach John Patrick, is all about strength in depth for Ludwigsburg. They will shuttle substitutions in and out. They will play with a high tempo, and they are very difficult indeed to keep up with. That's the problem for a Capo d'Orlando team, which has been hampered in recent weeks. We see new signing Eric Maynor is on the floor, the number 3. But the problem is he replaces Justin Edwards. And Capo d'Orlando, you see the numbers of the age, 18, 19, 19, 17, 18, 18. A lot of teenagers in that team for Capo d'Orlando and head coach Di Carlo. They do have some talented youngsters. Players like Kulbuka, the Lithuanian, and Mario Ering, the Slovakian as well. But for Coach Di Carlo, it has been an uphill battle in the Basketball Champions League. His team has arguably played much better domestically, where in Italy they have put together a respectable record in recent weeks, moving up the tables. Capo d'Orlando currently sitting in 9th position, 4 wins and 5 losses for them there. And here we see the Capo d'Orlando bench as the Ludwigsburg team are read out to the crowd, and they make their way out onto the floor. Domestically, it has been a very strong season for Ludwigsburg. 3rd position for them in the BBL, the Bundesliga Basketball League, with an 8-win and 1-loss record. They have won their last 5 games. The team from Ludwigsburg. And so they come in here to the game in Sicily with some momentum on their side. So Ludwigsburg out onto the floor, getting their mementos to exchange with the other team. Capo d'Orlando introduced to the fans here. Well, the season started off in frustrating ways for Capo d'Orlando. They lost their first 5 games in the Basketball Champions League. They also lost their first 3 games in the Serie A, the regular season in Italy. But they picked up their victory last week in the Basketball Champions League, or last time out, round 6. An impressive performance against Ventspils, where they won 66-55. And will they be able to continue with that momentum here this week? The reintroduction of Engin Atsor really did change the game in my mind. Last game out for them, the point guard came and brought just a renewed confidence to his team. So we'll see if Eric Maynor can have a similar effect for his team. So there is Donda, one of the host of teenagers on this Capo d'Orlando team. One of the teenagers which will receive major minutes as well often. He came in and he gave some good production in that victory over Ventspils. On that particular occasion, no, their leading scorer, Justin Edwards, is not facing off tonight. So, players now introduced to the crowd will shake hands, exchange their gifts, and we will get into the final stages of preparation. There it is, Ali Beligovic for Capo d'Orlando, as we see head coach John Patrick from Ludwigsburg. And team colours black and yellow for him, as he'll shake hands with our officials today. We have our 3 officials from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Cyprus and Switzerland. So a collection of countries, 2 of the smaller nations in Cyprus and Switzerland being represented. So great to see them out there on the floor enjoying this Basketball Champions League action. Ludwigsburg, a regular in the Basketball Champions League. Strong performers they were last year in the inaugural season in this competition, and they have come back once again and looking like challengers at the top of Group B. A very difficult Group B as well. Number of high-powered teams. Ludwigsburg come into this one losing that last game out in the Basketball Champions League against Gaziantep. That ended a 3-game win streak for them. As we see their starting 5, it is Walkup, Johnson, McRae, Wojciechowski and Tiemann. 5. And has Tiemann coming off a good production with the German national team. He played and went 2-0 in the November qualifying windows. John Patrick, I've already mentioned the impact he has had with his team. You know what to expect on a John Patrick coach team. It'll be a high-tempo game. And Capo d'Orlando need to make sure they're ready to get up and down the floor, that's for sure. Coach Di Carlo has done a fine job with a short-handed team for the majority of this season. And we'll have a look. His starting lineup will be Maynor, Atzor, Kulbuka, Delas and Nikolov. So Maynor and Atzor, twin point guard lineup. And then the hot shooting Arnoldas Kulbuka, just 19 years of age, the Lithuanian, known for his three-point stroke. He is a well-renowned player for his junior career in helping the Lithuanian junior national teams at both the European and World Championships. And is now starting to cement his reputation as a senior pro as well. Top place bottom then. Here in the Basketball Champions League, Group B, Ludwigsburg 5-1. Will try and keep place with one of the other 2 teams who will go to 6-1 tonight. Question is, will it be Tenerife or will it be Neptunus? Those 2 are facing off in the Canary Islands right now. And then for Capo d'Orlando, will they be able to get the victory and maintain? Because the other results from today is that PAOK have just defeated Ventspils 83-76 in Group B. So it means that PAOK now have 2 victories. And Capo d'Orlando, the only team, now only 1 win. So they're at the bottom looking up, unless they can get this upset victory here today. Ludwigsburg out early as they are on the floor. As before we start this game, we would like to offer a minute of silence in the honour and memory of the FIBA referee Gianluca Mattioli. Gianluca, respected international basketball referee, sadly passed away a few weeks ago. Responsible for FIBA 3-on-3 refereeing. He officiated in Italy, his native country, as well as the most prestigious European basketball competitions. Gianluca Mattioli highly contributed to the Basketball Champions League, officiating and being part of it from the very beginning. As a sign of sorrow and solidarity to his family, we have a minute's silence here in the arena in Capo d'Orlando.
Gianluca Mattioli ha contribuito in maniera fondamentale alla Basketball Champions League, arbitrandola e facendone parte fin dall'inizio. Come segno di partecipazione e solidarietà per la sua famiglia, vi chiediamo gentilmente
A somber moment. Remember, FIBA referee Gianluca Mattioli. Now we'll put our sights to Basketball Champions League action as we are ready to get underway here. Ludwigsburg in the grey uniforms, the yellow trim. Capo Orlando in the white with blue and yellow. Dallas against Steeman. We are up and underway here. It is controlled by the Germans. And opening possession, we'll see Capo Orlando in man-to-man defense. Drive, little inside pass, Tiemann. Can't finish, but the whistle goes. And got a problem with the 24-second shot clock, which hadn't started yet. And the officials will just try and check that one out. So it'll be sideline possession. Thomas Walker brings it in. Still a problem. Patrick trying to figure out what's going on. Sorry for this delay. It seems to have a problem with the 24-second shot clock. Didn't start on the opening possession. There's the players. I no doubt want to get this one started. Always difficult when there's a delay in the game. Now, Capo Orlando coming to this one off a 2-point loss domestically this past weekend. Tough game for them, going down. So they just couldn't turn the game into a victory. And we're helped by the strong performance on his debut by Eric Maynor. He will be a player to watch out for tonight. Maynor, extensive NBA career before coming to Europe. He has played these last couple of years in Italy. Maynor and 17.7 assists on his debut, playing 37 minutes. He's one of a handful of double-figure scorers, but more impressive than Jakub Wojciechowski off the bench. 27 points for his team. But it wasn't to be enough to see them get victory. Unfortunately, they went down, like I said. Still problems with the shot clock and the scoreboard, which is showing the local time, 8:35. And now the teams look like they're going to go to their benches. So, a full start here in Capo Orlando. Any players? I'll come to the bench, talk it with the coaches. May well see them go out, start laying the ball up again. As we now look like we are ready to go. So finally, after a delay, it will be possession on the side for Ludwigsburg. Karan Johnson will bring it in. There he is. And Walkup in the corner. Comes off the screen. Trying to find some room. Walkup takes the contact, flips it up and gets it to go. How did that fall for Thomas Walkup? He gets the game underway albeit slightly delayed with the first 2 points of the game. Maynor then handling the ball. Goes into the hands of Atzor. Atzor, his return from injury really did help his team in the Basketball Champions League in that victory over Ventspils last time out in game day 6. First possession, a turnover. Possession back with Ludwigsburg. Thiemann hands it to Walkup. Walkup using that wing pick and roll again. Goes behind his back. Finds Thiemann. Thiemann elevates high. It's rejected though by Kubuka. And the teenager getting up. Great rotation from him. Like Thiemann was going to throw it down. Zone defense out of bounds, perhaps. Just inbounded in time from Ludwigsburg. Shot clock to 3. Thiemann's going to turn and fire. And knocks it down, excuse me. That is not Thiemann. Foul from the ball. It was Wallace Chosky, and it hit the score. Into the low post. A lot of touches early for Thomas Walkup. He'll kick it. Wachkowski hands it over now. Thiemann thinks about putting it on the floor. Attacks. And all the way to the ring, but couldn't finish. And Kubuka will push the other way. So Atzor nearly falling out of bounds, just saves it. Now takes the hand off. Off the screen from Delas. Feeds him. Delas on the short roll. Nearly turns it over. Kubuka fouled by David McRae. So McRae picks up his first. Pitch to Carlo, looking on. Comes all the way into the backcourt, Delas. Now Maynor trying to find some room. Goes to Atzor. Ikolov. His pass is turned over. Here comes Walkup. Putting it on the floor. Takes the contact. Isn't able to finish, but there's going to be a foul. A push in the back on the rebound. Yeah. Thomas Walkup, a strong start here. Let's have a look. It's a push in the back on the rebound. On the play, so zone again for Capo d'Orlando. Ludwigsburg to the high post. Walkup stops, stumbles and loses it to Kubuka. Kubuka has to wait. As Delas spins away and gets the score. Mario Delas, the big Croatian. 27 years of age now. Fine looking post move. He's got to play some defense on Thiemann, and he does. Takes it away. Kubuka will push. Atzor throws it high. Delas some room again. The defense recovers well. Atzor catch and shot. Knocks it down. An excellent start then for Capo d'Orlando. They have the early lead. Just Walkup given a lot of room. Can't hit it. And after looking so impressive, first couple of possessions, Ludwigsburg struggled here. Atzor calls for the screen. They'll space the floor. Let Dallas roll. Atzor. Another three. Doesn't go. The rebound falls to Kubuka. And now Maynor. He's been quiet. Skips it to the corner. Ikolov. His three doesn't go. Walkup grabs in the rebound. Into the hands of Johnson. Johnson glides in and finds McRae. His three short. Bounce. And then tipped by Johannes Thiemann. As we'll have an early timeout here. Just 4 minutes into the game. And Timeout will be called by Ludwigsburg because there is a distinct lack of energy from the German team, something we don't often see from them. I'm sure Coach John Patrick will want to talk about that. Also changes for Ludwigsburg then, and you can hear Coach John Patrick said we got to pick it up for real this time. I don't know whether that changed, that delayed start affected them at all, but here comes the pressure. Substitutions. Elgin Cook comes in. Justin Sears seeing his first action as well for Ludwigsburg. And this man with the ball, Wojciechowski, off the huge 27-point performance in the Italian First Division on the weekend, is now into the game as well. Kulbuka puts it on the floor, gets into the lane, glides, can't finish. Cook grabs the rebound. And here comes Ludwigsburg. Looking to push the tempo. Cook will pull up, can't hit it, chases down the rebound, just manages to save it. Gets it again. And he's going to be called for the double dribble. Great energy from Cook. Got to play with a bit of poise though. No space for him to go. Anyway. Maynard. Waiting. It's Atsor. High, Atsor. So Wojciechowski. His jump shot. Doesn't get the roll. Taken in by Oleszkowski. It is Oleszkowski. Handing it over. Now he'll screen and roll. As Cook finds Sears. He thought about the three. And he'll turn it over. The three. Oleszkowski can't get it to go. A slow start here from both teams then. Maynard again comes off that screen. Throws it to Oleszkowski. Wojciechowski, and he'll get the score. First points for Wojciechowski. And Capital Orlando, the early 7-4 lead. Tempo belongs to them so far. And the three from Johnson doesn't go. Capital Orlando again. In transition as an offensive foul is going to go against Wojciechowski. So the two Polish men collide. Foul against Wojciechowski for taking out Oleszkowski. More substitutions. Niklas Geski, there he is, comes in. First action for him. He gets it back, waits for the screen from Evans. He'll take the three, doesn't go. Evans pushing the back. Offensive foul. I said Evans is the leading scorer by average coming in. 14 points per game for him, 6 rebounds as well. Came off the bench tonight. Maynard goes out. And Eden comes in. So into the hands of Ering. Calls for the screen to come from Wojciechowski. Trying to find Wojciechowski, and he will get it. Got it by Oleszkowski. Three, doesn't go for Wojciechowski. Easy rebound for Ludwigsburg. They'll look to push here. Pass to the corner, deflected before it got to the hands of Peter McNeely. Two-three zone coming from Capo Orlando then. See him slip into it on the out of bounds. Eski gets it back. Penetration and the three and out for Evans. Still points evading Ludwigsburg right now. Earring. Atzor and now Dallas on the mismatch. He'll spin but loses it. Picked up by Cook. Cook guarded closely. Spins a couple of times. Finally makes a pass and now into the hands of Woliskowski, and he finally gets one to go. He says the floor's wet. Speaks to the official. Woliskowski has 5 of the 7 for Ludwigsburg right now. Dallas into the lane, finds Atzor. Atzor into the hands of Earring. The shot clock's under 10. Kulbuka wide open. Rebound for Wojciechowski. Earring doesn't get the finish. Fight for the rebound. Dallas picks it up. Evans knocks it away, but he's out of bounds. So great work on the offensive glass for Capo Orlando. 3 straight offensive rebounds for them. Let's get some high fives on his way out. Why not, the way he's been playing so far? Into the backcourt, Wojciechowski goes to Kulbuka. Maynard's back in, here he is. His pass loose and it's a turnover. First time we've seen that pressure really pay for Ludwigsburg. They've been known as a team that but uses their defense to great benefit. Evans puts it on the floor. Well cut off by Eklov. Skip pass, but an offensive foul. And this team, the illegal screen. Maynard will bring it in. And it's Earring control the ball as he plays in the two-guard position. Earring finds Kulbuka, the runner, too strong. There is a lid on the basket here in Capo Orlando. Evans bullies his way to the ring, can't get the score. Tiemann has it tipped away, and that's going to be foul number 2 on Jakub Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski just got moved out of the way by Jonas Tiemann. That's a big loss as he heads to the bench. Wojciechowski, is it a sub or the timeout? 2 fouls already on him. We know what an impact he can have. 27 points on the weekend. And right now, I'm not sure Capo Orlando have the strength in depth to play without their entire rotation being active.
Okay, and watch out now. They are becoming more. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
A relaxed timeout from John Patrick. So let's knock these down and pick up on D. See if they can make that strength in depth pay. Wojciechowski's going to stay out on the floor, playing with those 2 fouls. Big call from Coach DiCarlo so early in this game. He trusts in his big man now. And Jonas Tiemann at the line. Knocks down number 1. Seaman will steady himself. He averaged 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds a game in 19 minutes for the German national team as they went 2-0 in that qualification window. Good wins for them. Erding waiting for Wojciechowski to come screen. He uses it, picks up his dribble, trying to find someone. Dangerous pass, nearly taken away by Evans. And then it is lost by Capo d'Orlando. And it all started with Mario Erding picking up the ball. Paul Booker's gone out. Ali Begovic is in. And there's Ali Begovic. Strong performer off the bench for Capo d'Orlando. Peter McNally finds now Tiemann. That is going to be waved away for a travel. Tiemann just shuffled the feet off the pass. Is it Johnson? Yeah, he was the one that got into the lane. There you see, there's the steps. That's why the referee waved it away. Another turnover. But can Ludwigsburg turn this defensive pressure into points? They're still struggling. You got to feel they're going to get going in a minute. The three doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Walkup got the ball this time. Tiemann puts it on the floor, finds some room, and gets the finish. He knew Wojciechowski doesn't want to commit that third foul. Ali Begovic. Goes back to Erding. Erding crosses over a couple of times. Gives it into the hands of Eric Maynard. In no hurry here, Capo d'Orlando. Kalev stumbles to the ground. Now Ali Begovic trying to find something. Pulls up, tough shot, misses everything. 11 seconds remain in this first quarter. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Loads of time for them to get a high quality shot here. They've already called one timeout, so I don't think they'll burn one here. Substitution, Wojciechowski goes out. He's got those 2 fouls, remember. Don't want him to pick up the third, so Delas comes in. Here's Johnson. Waiting. Does he know the clock? Down to 5, kicks it. Extra pass. Are they going to get it away? They do, and it is good. Great play from Peter McNally. He knew he had the time to sell the fake and knocks it down. And after what has been a slow-going first quarter, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg knocked down the shot to give themselves the lead at the end of the first quarter. Great play from them. Defensively, absolutely on point. They've forced 8 turnovers already for Capo d'Orlando, who have struggled, only scoring 7 points here. But Ludwigsburg themselves having their woes offensively, just 1 of 8 from beyond the 3-point line. So the score now has been correctly changed to 13-7 in favour of Ludwigsburg. The jump shot good on the buzzer to make it a 6-point game. And the problem for Capo d'Orlando, while they like to control the tempo, it means anytime the other team gets a lead, it's difficult to come back as they don't put a lot of points on the board. So Ludwigsburg forcing those turnovers. Want to continue to get out in transition, see if they can wear down their opposition with their numbers, with their depth. So 3 players having scored for Capo d'Orlando. That's the big problem. And one of those being Wojciechowski, who's got those foul problems as well. Now, we are back to action then. Second quarter set to get underway. And it is Capo d'Orlando trailing by 6 with possession. Ignatsaw has the ball. Goes to Maynor. Maynor now to Alibegovic. Sells the fake, gets into the lane, but kicks it to Maynor. His three way off. Rebound snatched in by Evans. Will start the break into the hands of Walkup now. Johnson to Walkup. Walkup. Good low post play. Hangs in the air. Doesn't get the roll. And the rebound taken in. Capital Orlando. Alibegovic gets it down, and now Atsaw holding, waiting, finds the rolling Delas, who's going to commit the offensive foul. There's a late call, but I think the right one. Delas rolled. The man just gets underneath him. Who was it? It's Thomas Walkup. Thomas Walkup, the Southland Conference Player of the Year for 2 straight years, playing for Stephen F. Austin University. Known as the Lumberjacks, and he fills that mold. A man from Deer Park, Texas. And his first season in Europe. Here he is with the ball. Feed into the inside. Tiemann waiting. Come one-on-one. A lot of dribbles on the inside. Perhaps too many dribbles. Finally finds some room. It can't finish. Atsaw for 3. It's good. And Atsaw hits his second 3 of the game. Found by Eric Maynor. In response, 3 doesn't go, but look at Evans, sky and high. Off the Johnson miss. No one boxed out Dwayne Evans. And he tipped it home. Substitutions will come in for Ludwigsburg. It's going to be Attica, Peter McNally. Peter McNeely. There he is. Coming in. And also Justin Sears. Five-point lead for Ludwigsburg. Alibegovic penetrates, kicks it. Atsaw, another 3. It's good. Again, Atsaw, 3 threes as he's got 9 points then for Capital Orlando. And it's a team that's struggling to score. Atsaw is providing that scoring punch. Evans rejected and the ball's jammed between the backboard and the ring. Brought in from the end line. Walkup finds Evans. Now McRae. Walkup's going to be free in the corner. Takes it and knocks it down. Thomas Walkup then. He averages 10 points per game. Coming into this one in the Basketball Champions League. Pressure comes. Alibegovic knocks down another 3. Well, it's raining 3s in Capital Orlando. A team which only scored 7 points in the first quarter has now scored 9 in the first 2.5 minutes of the second period. Game starting to come to life then. Walkup again. Waits for the screen. Skips it out. McRae puts it on the floor. His pass to Sears is deflected and stolen by Dallas. McRae got a good hand, but now Capital Orlando bring it over the half and get into an offense. Delas rolling, can't finish. Sears, skies high. Walkup pulls up, knocks it down. Too much room. Not sure where the defensive coverage was there. Too easy for Walkup. More substitutions. Sears will go out. Delas just backing up. Didn't even challenge. And Walkup goes out as well. Maynor. Guarded by McRae. Waits for Alibegovic. Here he is. Foul on jumper. Way short though. He's going to tip his own rebound. Fight for it now. Who comes up with it? It is Alibegovic. So good tenacity from him. Even on the miss, didn't put his head down, but it's turned over. Ludwigsburg got numbers in transition. McRae takes too many dribbles. And now they're going to have to slow it down a bit. He finds Peter McNeely. McNeely cuts back. But can't finish off the nice feed from Wallaskowski. Dallas fouled by Evans. And one possession for Capital Orlando. Ikolov trying to find some room, gets into the lane, spins away from the defenders, can't get the finish. Ludwigsburg looking to run. Peter McNeely using that dry ice cream. Now the quick three is good. Wow, straight off the bench, the instant impact for Florian Koch. The lead opened up to 7 now. Ludwigsburg starting to find that rhythm offensively. Rainer skips it. Atzor, another three. Another one! Hagen Atzor stroking the lights out tonight. Knocking down 3 after 3. There's Peter McNeely. Finds his sharpshooter Koch, but he was guarded well. So he'll take one of his own. Comes up short. Atzor grabs the rebound and now kicks ahead. Ali Begovic throws it down. And the lead that was 7 just a second ago now is back to 3. Oh, Hagen Atzor, how impressive an offensive performance this has been from him. He's actually credited Atzor for a 2 on one of his shots. So he's 3 of 4 for 3, 4 of 5 overall, 11 points now. Capital Orlando, you see, 4 of 8 from beyond the 3-point line. Ludwigsburg just 3 of 12. Assist to turnovers. Capital Orlando 10. Had 8, remember, in that first quarter. The biggest problem, though, for Ludwigsburg is they haven't been able to turn those turnovers into easy points. They have just 4 fast break points. In comparison to 8 for Capital Orlando. And it's the Italian team that's going to bring a bit of pressure. 2-2-1. Easily broken though. Walk up, finds the open man, but Wallaskowski can't finish. And Maynard, who's been quiet, finds Ali Begovic. He's a bit more confident after that dunk, Ali Begovic. Velas picks up the ball, goes to Maynard. Skip pass. Atzor again. This one short as Walkup, who's done everything so far, finds the open man. Tiemann throws it down. Great transition basketball. Way to run the floor, big fella. I mean, Jonas Tiemann challenged the shot and then ran the floor harder than anyone else. He was rewarded by Thomas Walkup. Ali Begovic again into the lane. Fouled. Against Thomas Walkup, who's whistled for the foul. And he is being the provider. Jonas Tiemann. Dallas pulls up. Can't get it to go. And again, Ludwigsburg looking to run. Johnson straight into Oleskowski. He'll spin to the left hand, but doesn't get the roll. Touched every part of the ring before it bounced clear. Oleskowski's had a tough one so far. Against Cook. Evans back in. That's Saw. Has it turned away. Cook picks it up. Throws it ahead. Can Walkup finish? Yes, he can. Good play. In transition. At Saw. Straight back the other way. Shows him how it's done. But just like that, here come Ludwigsburg. They got numbers. Walkup finds Cook. Cook's little push hook doesn't go, and it goes out of bounds to Capital Orlando. They had so many of these type of shots. Ludwigsburg, they just haven't been able to finish. Kulbuka comes back in for Capital Orlando. Tiemann takes a rest. Team leading by 5 for Ludwigsburg. Maynard into the lane, finds Wojciechowski, and he is fouled by Johnson. Wojciechowski being quiet because of those foul problems. His team needs him. In response to him coming back in, Tiemann's going to come in as well. Try and counter the impact Wojciechowski can have. Looks like a bit of 2-2-1 press might be coming for Capital Orlando. Wojciechowski at the line then. It's the second to go. There's that bit of pressure. Quite passive from Capital Orlando. Want to go back into zone or man-to-man? Looks like it's going to be a zone. I'm not sure of the rotations. Walkup finds a cutting Evans. Can't finish, but Tiemann does put it home. Again, Walkup, great pass to find Evans cutting to the ring. Eklev finds the point guard position. Helps out before he gives it over to Maynard. Kulbuka wants a screen. Defense jumps out on him. Oh, good pass in. Wojciechowski will get back to the line. Perhaps he should have scored though on that little layup. Peter McNeely's going to come back in. Johnson is going to get a little word from the official, I think. On his way to the sideline. First rolls home for Wojciechowski. Just 50% on the line as a team before that one. Capital Orlando. And now he goes 2 of 2. 3 of 4. All for him. Walk up. Gets it back again. They're trying to go to Tiemann on the inside. He has it. Draws a double team. Finds Walkup. Walkup sells the fake. Oh, great kick. Clean look for Cook as the buzzer goes. Doesn't get it. Look at Evans. He's rejected on the putback, though. And then a foul. I'm not sure who that's going to go against. Tiemann got an elbow to the face. Cook had such a clean look. He couldn't make it. And then look at Evans getting rejected by Wojciechowski. Lev draws the foul. And here's Tiemann, his second. So he's going to go out, Tiemann. 1:15 left in this first quarter. Makes them both. 2-point game here in Capital Orlando then. Walkup. Gets it back again. Trying to find some room. McNeely for three. Too strong. Booker grabs in the rebound. Maynard thinks about pushing it. Real slow now. As he is fouled by Cook, who doesn't like the call, and he's going to be issued a technical foul. Just silly from Cook. And it's a clear foul. So after having that lead, remember at one stage 7 points for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Now Capital Orlando will have 2 shots. Excuse me, 1 shot. And then possession. Chance to take the lead, though. With 45 seconds left. Maynard knocks it down. And the second is also good. So that's the foul. It was called as an offence against Cook. And that is the technical foul to give Capital Orlando the lead. And the first lead since halfway through that first quarter. And we'll also have possession. Maynard waits for the screening action. He goes wide open to the inside. Nikolaev couldn't finish though. Peter McNeely trying to push. He's got a wide open man cutting down the middle. Sears wasn't found. Now he'll get it. Kicks it out. Wojciechowski can't finish. Rebound tipped, but only into the hands of Alibegovic. That's Saw. Another three. This one comes up short. There's Ludwigsburg. Can they get it away in time? The runner too strong. Now, that's summed up the afternoon, evening so far for Ludwigsburg. As we see the halftime score, 30-29. A low-scoring one here in Capital Orlando. And we see the percentages. No one really lighting it up. as both teams have struggled from the field. The big statistic to look at is on the next page. Turnovers, 11 for Capital Orlando. They had 8 of those in that first quarter. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg had opened up a 7-point lead, but 11 fouls against them, just 4 against Capital Orlando. And seen the Italian team just chip away at this lead and use some hot shooting from Engin Atsor, who has 13 points on the game. His scoring punch for a team which scored just 7 points in the first 10 minutes really did change the complexity of this game. We're going to take a short break from action then here in Capital Orlando. Make sure you stay with us for second half, which will come up in about 10 minutes' time. Is this entertaining Group B game sees the top of the table, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, down at the half by the sole point against Capital Orlando, who are currently the only team to have recorded just one victory in Group B. So we're going to take a break. Make sure you come and join us again in about 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to Capital Orlando then. The hometown team have the slender 1 point lead at the half. A low scoring 30-29. As the team that is currently top of the table, albeit on the same record as two other teams in MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, trailing to the team which is now the only team with only one victory in Group B in Capital Orlando. So a potential upset on the cards. Coach John Patrick frustrated with his team throughout, called an early timeout and bemoaned their lack of energy. And it hasn't really changed despite the fact they've forced Capital Orlando into 8 turnovers in the first quarter. They didn't really ever get going offensively. They couldn't get out onto the break. And they're shooting just 37% from 2-point range and 20% from 3-point range, the German team. So Capital Orlando have controlled tempo well, and they've used a standout performance from Engen Atsor. Atsor scorched the nets in the first half. 3 of 6 years from 3-point range. He had another long 2 as well, where he had a foot on the line for 13 points. And there's 1 assist as well. He's the only man in double figure on either team. And right now, he is pretty much responsible for keeping his team in it. Thomas Walkup, we just saw there, has had a strong game. 9 points for him, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. But there's work to do for Ludwigsburg if they wish to come back and take the victory here. So players making their way out onto the floor. Okay, set to get underway for second half action. There is Eric Maynard, man playing his first Champions League game for Capital Orlando. He's got just 3 points in the first half. He does have 4 assists. As he is out there with Dennis Sikelov, Engen Atsor, Mario Delis, and Arnavis Kulbuka for Capital Orlando. For Ludwigsburg, it is Walkup, Johnson, McRae, Walaskowski, and Demon on the floor. As first possession goes to Eric Maynard, and he will bring it down against the man-to-man defense of Ludwigsburg. What changes will be made at the half then? Kulbuka trying to find some room. Scoreless in that first half, the number 8. Now, Atsor finds Delas. Delas kicks it out. Maynard for 3. Short. Fight for the rebound. Won by Thomas Walkup. Walkup kicks it now. Good ball movement. Johnson trying to find some room. He'll have to kick it out. And there's Walaskowski. Tiemann knocks down the jumper. Not really his game. Not on the time. That mid-range jumper, but he makes it and gives his team the lead back. First man for his team into double figures. He's now got to play on the defensive end. Ikalev sells the backdoor pass. A tough look for Kulbuka is good. Well, they took offense to the fact I said he was scoreless in the first half. Kulbuka with his first points on the game to give his team the lead once again. Walaskowski to McRae. McRae off the quick screen to Walaskowski. And now Tiemann again. Trying to find some room. Steps through. Foul against Sikelov. He's frustrated. He knew the ball was there to be taken, but right on the wrist of Tiemann. Yeah, good work from the official. Sikelev. Clear foul. Tiemann said he wanted shots, but the officials disagree. We end line possession. Again, that 2-3 zone from Capital Orlando. Walkup to Tiemann. Another mid-range jump shot. This one, though, short. And Capital Orlando have possession again with the lead. Kulbuka. Atsor will pull up inside the 3-point line, but it doesn't matter where he is right now. It is always fine in the bottom of the net. Atsor moves to 15. Tiemann finds a little room on the reverse. And Maynard hooks it up. hurry here. Capital Orlando. They like to control the tempo. They want it to be low scoring. Suits their style. Delas. Ikalev with the easy finish. Ludwigsburg trying to chase the game. Make it faster. And they risk making mistakes and giving easy opportunities. Woloskowski. Strong drive from McRae. He gets the score. Booker is allowed to walk it over the half. Picks up the ball, he's got nowhere to go. Turns it over as Walkup reads the pass, 2-on-1. Oh, nice bounce pass, hits McRae in stride. Walkup really is an impressive player, third assist for him. He does so much on the floor. Scores, passes, defends. Really been impressed with him. Atsor finds Delas. Delas' little hook goes. Kind of a push hook. 2 more for him. Woloskowski for 3. Too strong. 3-point woes for Ludwigsburg. Continuing this second half then. Booker has some room. Goes to the left hand. And gets a finish again. Another great pass. Finish doesn't go. It'll be out of bounds. But it's going to be given to Capital Orlando. I'm not sure how that happens. McRae misses. It'll be Capital Orlando ball though. Wojciechowski comes back in for Delas. Evans is in for Ludwigsburg for MHP Riesen. As is Peter McNally. He's trying to hound Atsor with the ball. Wojciechowski comes high. Now a lot of room. We'll wait for the screen. Comes off it into the lane. Pass to Wojciechowski's deflected. 5 on the clock. And it'll be inline possession. Sears with some good hands. And Justin Sears went to Yale University in the United States. He's a British passport, played for the Great Britain national team. And that's all. Squaring up. Goes to the runner. This is a rebound into the hands of Peter McNally. Now Walkup, waiting, trying to find something, draws a lot of attention. Sears puts it on the floor, draws contact against Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski picked up 2 fouls almost instantly after coming in off the bench in the opening half and then played the whole rest of the time without committing another one until that point there. Walkup finds some room, penetrates. His pass is deflected. Erding back in, here he is. Trying to find Wojciechowski, but it's taken away. Good defense from Sears, but his pass gives it straight back to Capital Orlando. Sears had played a great possession of defense. He got the steal. Started the transition, but gave it straight back again. Mario Erding then into the hands of Atsor. Ali Begovic. Ball movement. Ikalev pulls up and rattles it home. Ikalev showing his versatility as they open up a 3-point lead now. It's the largest of the game, or tied largest of the game for Capital Orlando. As Peter McNally ties it once again. Nearly being quiet. First points of the game for him, and he's going to get the steal. Now can he finish? Takes the contact, doesn't. And it's going to be possession for Capital Orlando. Johnson looks on. Great defense from Peter McNally. Johnson jumps, takes the rebound, feels he was pushed out of bounds. You can see the little shake of the head still from him. That's all. Playing against Peter McNeely. Wojciechowski. That's all. Wide open. Wow. Nice and with death the way he shot it in the first half. Herding commits a foul. It's the first foul. Oh, sorry. Fourth foul against Capital Orlando. Still sideline possession. DiCarlo working that sideline. Johnson to Evans. Tiemann now. Sells a couple of fakes. Spins to the left hand and gets it to go. Trying to milk Johannes Tiemann on the inside. You can see why a solid game. 12 points now for him. They've got the lead again. MHP. Ali Begovic sets the feet, gets in the air though, turns it over. Numbers. As the easy score for Johnson is going to bring about a timeout for Capital Orlando. MHP Riesen open up the 4-point gap. It's a quick 7-0 run, I believe, from them. It was only a moment ago we said that Capital Orlando had their largest lead of the game at 3. And it's been a tight one throughout, a low-scoring affair. Finally, the offense coming to life a little bit, though, for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Rebounding battle. It was tight as the scoreboard. And the turnovers are the thorn in the side right now of Capital Orlando. 3:49 left in this third period. Pressure once more from Ludwigsburg. I'm going to use Nikolaev to be available. It's now Mario Ering, 19-year-old. Gets it over safely. Foul. It's going to be against Ludwigsburg. Nikolaev to Maynard. Maynard now will come off the screen. Open man in the corner. Wojciechowski knocks down the 3. Walk up. His team now only leading by 1. Uses the rescreen. Skips it out. Foul. Johnson takes the hit. The 3. Peter McNeely doesn't go. Rebound. And a foul is going to go against Evans. He did not like the call whatsoever. Evans, as you could see, really doesn't like the call. Maynor dominating the ball. Loose pass. It's going to be turned over. Another chance to run for Ludwigsburg. Walkup goes all the way. Takes the hit and gets himself a trip to the line. Whistles. Now adding looks on. He's lost some of its tempo here. They're going to have substitutions. Thomas Walkup, like the Lion said, to Stephen F. Austin University. Really did sort of come to the public's attention in the United States, helping his team in the NCAA tournament. In 2016, had a huge game against West Virginia in the first round of the tournament. Really made national news over there. He's continued his strong play. Oh, another steal. Walkup has it now. 2-on-1 perhaps. Gives it to Tiemann, reverses it, and he gets the finish with the foul. And caught in the eye from Eric Maynor. Turnovers now being turned into points for Ludwigsburg. He got these steals in the first half, but they couldn't execute on the break now. 15 points in transition, which doesn't seem like that many. When you've only got 47 points total, there's a large percentage, nearly over 30% of your scores. Tiemann's going to have to go out here. I think he's bleeding. It's going to be a loss. You can't see. So he's lost the contact, perhaps. Tiemann will be a loss. He's got 16 points. He's the leading scorer for Ludwigsburg. Substitution. We'll see Koch come in. Koch is a very good shooter. So good substitution. Sees him knock down the bonus point. Maynor loses Johnson. Pulls up. Tough shot. In and out. Big rebound from Dallas, who is fouled by Markowski. Walkup goes out. Sears comes in. First doesn't go for Dallas, though. He's going to get a bonus. So the extra shot for Mario Dallas is good. Nothing but string from him. Pressure up the floor from Capital Orlando. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Peter McNeely takes the quick three, in and out. Dallas grabs in the rebound. Toolbook up. Now, Maynor has the ball. Maynor trying to find some room. Gets it to Dallas. Dallas will pull up. His jump shot doesn't go. Snatched in. All right, Peter McNeely. He's got Sears down the floor. I'll reverse it instead to Johnson. Johnson going left. kicks it. Sears puts it on the floor himself, and he'll turn it over. So Maynard, again, will take his time. Controlling this tempo. No hurry whatsoever. Dallas putting it on the floor against Sears. Finds the open man. Wojciechowski has made one from that spot already. Make it 2 to bring his team within 1. Wojciechowski, 11 points on the game after the 27 he had in the Italian league. Peter McNeely finds a little seam and lays it up for 2. Booker gives it back to Maynard. Coming with the pressure, Ludwigsburg. Now the shot clock to 14 seconds. Maynard trying to find some room. Dallas puts it on the floor. Booker for 3. Can't find it, but the offensive rebound from Ali Begovic, and it's going to be a foul. It just plays like this. Frustration. Sears commits the foul. Technical foul against Wojciechowski as well. Let's see what happened. It's a frustration foul against Wojciechowski. So this will be the technical. Maynard at the line. Just 3 points for him on the game. Make it 4. And the sideline possession now. Foul coming before the bonus. So Booker to bring it in. Substitutions of both teams. Team in a walk-up come back in. Sears and McRae out. In the final few seconds. Good defense from Johnson. Tips it away, and it will be Ludwigsburg ball. 3.7 seconds left. Maynard loses it on the way up. Johnson gets a good look. Takes the 3. And he's fouled. 3 shots. Oh, huge call. Johnson fouled. It will go against Atsor. I could see he knew he had done it. Watch Atsor. It's underneath. He pulls all his hands away as if he knew. And it'll be 3 shots then from Kieran Johnson. He has just 2 points on the game, Johnson. But what an opportunity this is for him at the end of the 3rd period. The team leads by 3-2. I've got 47-50 on my scoreboard. I have to check that one rather than the 48-50 that you can see. So it's going to be 3 shots to Johnson, for sure. So the question is, will it be a chance for a 6-point lead or a 5-point lead? Let's have a look. Yeah. It's a clear foul. That saw made contact with him with his hands, and he took off from outside the 3-point line. So 3 shots. At the line, Johnson for the first of 3 shots. Makes number 1. Which is 9.6 points per game. In 25 minutes, Kieran Johnson had a quiet one so far, though. Those 2 take him to 5. That we'll see. The end of the third quarter here then. It is a close one still. Johnson makes all three. Yes. We have a 48-53 game. Capo d'Orlando still alive as they search for their second win of the season in the Basketball Champions League. They gave up 24 points in that particular quarter as Ludwigsburg started to find their range, their rhythm offensively. And it was created by an outstanding defensive effort. Getting out in transition, they now have 16 fast break points. As the big problem for Capo d'Orlando, 18 turnovers going into this fourth period. Look at some of the highlights from the third quarter. Kulbuka got his first score of the game on that jump shot there. But a strong play from Johannes Thiemann on the inside, the leading scorer for Ludwigsburg with 16 points. And then the ability of the German team to be able to create steals and transition opportunities was the difference as they took that quarter by 6 points. That is why they have that 5-point lead right now, 53-48. Thomas Walkup in fine form. He has 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's filled the stat sheet for his team, and we are nearly set to get back underway for the fourth and final period here. Quick look at the statistics. Just 4 of 19 from three-point range. A big downer, big problem for Ludwigsburg. Apart from that, they've shot the ball pretty well. See if they can get going. One man that can is Thomas Walkup. He is 1 of 2. Johnson has the ball on the opening possession. Pick and pop with Thiemann. He'll put it on the floor. Kicks it out. The 3 from McNeely is good. Peter McNeely making his second 3 of the game. And he said that's going to be a difference if Ludwigsburg can start hitting from beyond the three-point line. Maynor comes off the screen. Finds Ikalev. Back to Maynor. He's got some room. Oh, beautiful pass. Easy finish for Wojciechowski. Easy play for big Jakub Wojciechowski. He'll move to 13. Thiemann on the inside. Kicks it out. Moniskowski goes to that strong left hand. Gets the easy score. Quick start for Ludwigsburg then as a foul against Johnson. Reach in. Yeah, they got another one. The sideline possession for Capo d'Orlando. And it is Maynor with the ball to Kulbuka. At Saw, he was quiet in the third quarter after such a good first half. Still has 15 on the game at Saw. First foul against Peter McNeely. Oh, good feed from Ikalev and another finish from Wojciechowski. Is going to call a timeout from MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Coach John Patrick unhappy with the defense from his team. Especially the fact they're giving up back-to-back dunks for Wojciechowski. expect a close one here. Top of the table versus bottom in Group B. Well, you can see anything can happen in the Basketball Champions League, because right now Capo Orlando are hanging tough with MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. They trail by just 6 here in the fourth quarter, 52-58. They come with a bit of pressure, slip back into a 2-3 zone, it looks like. See how Ludwigsburg can adjust. In the high post, Walikowski kicks it out. Peter McNeely finds him. Walikowski for 3. Oh, finally starting to get our range now. Ludwigsburg, McNeely's hit one, and now Walikowski hits his one as well. The lead up to 9. Largest lead of the game for Ludwigsburg. Kulbuka isolated against Tiemann. Dances with it, takes the long 2, in and out. Great work from Walikowski on the glass, of Wojciechowski, excuse me. Maynard. There's a man down. Wojciechowski can't hit the shot. He'll pick up his own rebound. Kicks it out. Maynard sells the fake. Gets into the lane. Atzor for 3. He can't get it. Well, Thomas Walkup in no hurry. Johnson. He's got a lot of room. Gets it back. His penetration goes all the way. Rolls out for Johnson, but he will get 2 shots at the line. I think he'll be disappointed. He didn't get this one to go. I mean, a player of his ability, that's an easy finish. You can just sense this game is teetering right now for Capo Orlando. They need to get a couple of scores. Otherwise, MHP Riesen have the chance to blow this one open. At the line, Johnson in and out for the first. Steadies himself. And yes, a second to go. Some substitutions. Maynard goes out. Ali Begovic comes in. And Saw will play the point guard position, trying to absorb this pressure. First of all, they're going to use Ikolev as it tipped out. All right, Walikowski. And then Ikolev penetrates. Wojciechowski gets the finish at the ring. No, the 2 bigs showing how it's done. Ikolev playing the point guard position. Then he hits his front court partner for the easy finish. McRae. Back to Johnson. Johnson's going to use the screen. Takes a 3. Falls to the floor. Look at Evans on the glass. Finds a kick-out pass. Walkup. Pulls up and knocks it down. Too easy for Thomas Walkup. He's such a dangerous passer. Always finds the open man that you kind of forget how good he is at scoring. See everybody worrying about him finding the open man. Leaves him free. And the lead hits double digits. 64 plays 54.
Now we have to move. Now to move.
Passionate timeout from Coach DiCarlo, trying to get his team back into this one. You need to make a push now. This is a view. They trail by 10, 6.5 minutes to go. They've got to handle the pressure, first of all. I'm sure they don't turn it over. They do that successfully through Atzor. He's now going to find Ali Begovic. Ali Begovic will take a tough three. Comes up short. I'm not sure that's the shot they were looking for. Coming out of the timeout as Geski has the ball. Here he is, getting it back again. To the inside. Markowski puts it on the floor. Can't get the roll. Fight for the rebound. We'll stay here with Ludwigsburg. Fresh 14 for them. Markowski can get a left-handed finish to go. Peter McNeely's going to come back in, as is Dallas. Walkup brings it in from the side. 2-3 zone as always for Capital Orlando. McRae. Now Walkup. Ball moving swiftly from one side to the other. Needs some penetration though. And then she get it to Wolikowski. Tough shot from him. Fading away, not really. They're looking for. Atzor's going to be an offense. Wow, they caught a technical foul. I thought that was an offensive foul at first. Look, what's she off from for Atzor right there? Technical foul for simulation. Called against Peter McNeely. Tieman's come back in. Seems to be okay. After he left the court earlier, 16 points from him. Cool Booker makes the free throw. It is Atzor then, guarded by McRae. Atzor into the lane. Oh, good ball movement. Ali Begovic comes up short though, and Evans snatches in the rebound. They had a good clean look, Capital Orlando. They couldn't hit it though. It's back-to-back misses for Ali Begovic as Peter McNeely can't get his one to go. Evans rebounding well on both ends of the floor. Needs a pass, no one available for him. He's got to be careful for 5 seconds. Finds McNeely. And now McRae, who loses it. And his pass just goes out of bounds. Not an offense to remember. Ludwigsburg. Their 11th turnover of the game. Wojciechowski kicks it. Cool Booker steps back for three. Can't hit. Evans again grabs the rebound. Looks to push. No one really committing to run with him though. No. Johnson calls the play. Tiemann will take that mid-range jump shot. Doesn't go. Ali Begovic. To Kulbuka. He's stripped though by Walkup. 2-on-1. Walkup, the pass. Johnson can't finish. He went searching for the contact instead of just laying it up, and then it's an unsportsmanlike foul against Johannes Tiemann. Yeah, I mean, watch, Johnson goes into the man, searching for the contact rather than just laying it up. He comes up holding his ankle as well, and Tiemann, a clear unsportsmanlike foul, reaching from behind. Patrick's going to go on because Johnson is still down. Johnson limps to the side. Seems to be okay, but Ali Begovic will be at the line. 2 shots and possession for Capital Orlando. Both teams struggled for scores in recent moments. Minute and a half since our last score. It was a free throw from Kulbuka. The last field goal came back 6 minutes and 39 seconds left. So 2.5 minutes since we've had a field goal in this game. Both shots made by Ali Begovic. There's a lead to 7. Maynard, the runner, doesn't get the roll. Tiemann grabs in the rebound. Peter McNeely. To walk up. Players all over the floor. Walk up, pulls up, knocks it down. Another wide open look for him. Not sure what happened at Saw. And Wolikowski just took each other out. The score for walk up steadies the nerves perhaps a little for MHP Riesen. Nikolaeva's going to come in. Wojciechowski goes out. Here is Maynard. Oh, quick step from Ali Begovic. Finds the man in the corner. Adsor steps inside. Jump shot doesn't go though. And it's into the hands of Thomas Walker. Evans to Wolikowski. They'll go inside, but Tiemann turns it over. And another foul, and it's an unsportsmanlike against Wolikowski. Oh, he's going to be ejected as well, because he got a technical foul earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So Wolikowski's ejected due to technical and unsportsmanlike foul in the same game. That's why you see him leaving. And it's going to be 2 shots and possession again for Capital Orlando. What an opportunity they've had in this game. The free throw doesn't go for Atsor. Second is good. Possession with the Italian team once more. Maynard into the hands of Atsor. Atsor. As it turned over, great anticipation from Evans, and he'll finish it off. Timeout called. Evans, great off the ball defense, read the pass, had the agility to get the steal. There you see, first man to it. And it's an easy finish for Evans. Just 6 points for him, 11 rebounds though. And Capital Orlando are going to call this timeout. They trail by 10 once again. Maynard then brings it down. Let's see if there'll be a response out of the timeout. They go to the corner. Ali Begovic skips it now to Maynard. Maynard close to the sideline. His three bounces high and out in favour of Ludwigsburg. Maina, after such an impressive debut in the Italian Serie A, has had a struggle tonight. 4 points for him, 0 of 6 from the field. He does have 6 assists. Wojciechowski's going to come back in. As Johnson is back on the floor as well after that ankle injury. Seems to be okay. And he's going to go through the gears all the way for an easy 2. Johnson with the score. 12-point lead opened up then for MHP. As Ali Begovic uses the screen from Wojciechowski into the lane. Turn it over. Walk up. Tries to pass it ahead. Fight for it. He eventually gets it back. Johnson again has the ball. Won't be in a hurry, but the shot clock down to 12. He penetrates, skips it out. Walk up, gets inside. The open 3 for McNeely. Doesn't go. Look at Evans on the glass, and he is fouled. Evans is such a handful. He's not the biggest man, Dwayne Evans. But such a tremendous rebounder. 12th rebound of the game for him. Nikolaev is going to go out. Kulbuka comes in as they're going to try and go small here. Capo de Orlando trailing by 12. Evans to the line. First is way short though. The unusual style. Holds it in one hand first. Gets the second. Atsor then. Brings it down. High screen. Tiemann jumps out well. Ali Begovic attacks. Finds Atsor for 3. Doesn't go. Evans again. Another rebound from him. 13 now for Dwayne Evans. Peter McNeely to Evans. Evans going to get along the baseline. Doesn't get the roll though. Fights for the rebound. And he picks up an extra possession for his team inside the final minute. Johnson behind the back all the way. He is fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 shots. Ali Begovic commits the personal. Johnson has come to life in the second half. Quiet game generally. 8 points, 0 assists for him. Chance to get into double figures here. Makes number 1. Lefty. Once more. Steadies himself and can't get the roll. Wojciechowski plays the point guard position. Finds Maynard. He gives it to the corner. Ali Begovic, the quick 3 is good. And the timeout is going to be called. And the triple is good for Ali Begovic. Cuts it to an 11-point lead. 43 seconds remain. Stranger things have happened. As Walk up beats his man. Goes into the hands of Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Walk up. The jumper doesn't go for Saric. It's in his first action. There he is, the number 17. Not afraid to shoot it. As it's turned over, Wojciechowski with the steal to Atsor. Atsor finds Maynard. Atsor penetrating. Just trying to find a quick shot. Ali Begovic can't finish. Last 10 seconds. It's turned over again. Eventually is picked up by Peter McNeely. And Johnson will hold it and allow this game to finish. It has been hard work, but MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg will take the victory here. 72-61 over Capo d'Orlando. And Ludwigsburg will move to the top of Group B alongside Iberostar Tenerife, who have also picked up the victory tonight. Those two teams will move to the top with 6-1 records. And it's been an impressive game, an impressive 40 minutes really for Ludwigsburg. They started off very slowly indeed, but they did what they had to. They overcame a poor shooting night, especially from three-point range, just 6 of 24 to get the victory here. So for Capo d'Orlando, the woes continue after picking up their first victory of the Basketball Champions League season before the international break. They could not continue that momentum, going down here tonight by 11 points at home. So there are the statistics. You see the three-point woes, 25%, 6 of 24 for Ludwigsburg. And then the real number, the turnovers, 22 for Capo d'Orlando here tonight. Too many if you're trying to win a close game as this one was. So that is the halfway point now for these two teams in the Basketball Champions League then. As we look at the leaders, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg will be on the road again next week as they travel to Greece and Thessaloniki to face off against PAOK. Another team which is struggling, although they picked up the victory tonight for their opponents, Capo d'Orlando. As we see the leading scorers, Wojciechowski leading Capo d'Orlando again, who will have it all to do next week as they go back here to the Capo d'Orlando para SikeliArchivi, facing off against Gaziantep, a team which is now just one place ahead of them in the league tables. You see it there, Ludwigsburg and Tenerife now the top of the pile after their victories tonight. Capo d'Orlando against Gaziantep next week will be a battle to try and keep place with those teams ahead of them. But Ludwigsburg did what they had to, getting the victory here tonight on the road in Sicily. And I will leave you with some highlights from the game as we cap off what has been an entertaining night of Basketball Champions League action. Game day 7 is halfway done. Make sure you join us again tomorrow night here on livebasketball.tv to see who will come out on top. Leaving you from Sicily, it is MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, the victors, 72-61 over Capo d'Orlando.